What's the hustle and bustle in Rock Bottom? A year ago, a bandit group took over the leadership here. They've been causing a lot of trouble ever since. Seems like they also have a problem with Terranian soldiers. What are they doing here anyway? Currently, they are everywhere in Cortara. They even closed the main route. Is there a new war in the making? All I know is that we should steer clear of the soldiers. They'll only confiscate our goods. Unfortunately, the only way north is through the village here, so we have to wait until the situation calms down. Alright, let's set up our tent stop. Unfortunately, I don't have time to take a break like you, my dears. I have to get through there somehow. Oh joy, how did they get here so quickly? So I need to get past some bandits, Terranian soldiers, as well as the Black Sun gang. Easy game, you can do it, Sienna. Wait, you've nothing to do here, leave. Don't you have anything better to do than barge into people's houses? At least make yourself useful and bring this lunchbox to my husband in the mines. I forgot it this morning. As you command. Wow, you're listening to me. Not only rude, but stupid as well. Now off you go. Wait, you can't. Oh, you're bringing Burns' lunchbox. Then be done with it. Burns at the entrance to the very wide Rand mine. When I'm done with work, I'll have a nice cup of coffee. No, I'll have a nice cup of after-work cocoa. Well, 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 the infamous Black Sun Gang. To what do we owe the honor? I hope you're not trying to compete for our sources of income. If you do, then no less infamous trophies will soon adorn my walls. Wahaha. Is he threatening us, brother? I would advise you to put down your weapons. You don't want to mess with Valandi's most notorious band of thieves. We're not here on business, Norgrant. We're in pursuit of a woman. She is probably crossing Cortara towards Tormund. What could a person possibly have done to make a chase them through this godless place? She has meddled in our business too often. Meddle. She has red hair and wears equally red clothes. She is quite good looking for a human. Have you seen her? Good looking ladies around here, but I can't offer you a red haired one. Wahaha. If she shows up, let us know. You ask a favor of me. First we should get to know each other. Come, take a place at my table. Soldiers are running around my town, and I should take the stairs and get out of here. Taking a piss here. Oh yeah, good for you. There's a hole in the floor. Do I jump down? Well, yes, of course. This is Norgant treasury. Let's stock up a bit. These coins should be enough. I can't carry anymore. But I can't say no to this fancy amulet. And we're up. There's no way this soldier won't notice me. Perhaps I need someone to help him. Look at that, the whole place is crawling with bandits and crooks. Where illegal money flows, a famous doppel soldier like you is not far away, right? How about you help me out? Do you know who we are? You're Batras, aren't you? He is well known among mercenaries, a Lisvan who speaks of himself in the plural and wears metal protheses for arms and legs, which he moves by magic. There are rumors that he received this skill in return for the pact. Since then, as part of the curse, he can summon magical weapons in battle and bend metal to his will. Then surely you know our prize. Let's see. Let's see, is this enough? Looks good. What do you want us to do? I just want to cross Cortara. Help me get out of the city and reach the Fjord Woods. Bodyguard is it? Huh? Alright, we'll help you in fight against monsters. But we won't touch the soldiers. We don't want to ruin our reputation. We're not getting past here. If only we could disguise ourselves. You haven't seen a clothing store, have you? He's sleeping. Just a moment. How do you do that? You don't see a Lisvan who wields magic often. Oh, so the rumors are true. You made the pact and received the curse. Spares the gossip. Or do you want our price to go up? Let's use the armor to get past the soldier at the exit. Someone here is very sensitive. We want to continue. Yes, enough time wasted. Let's change into the armor and get past him. I hate wearing armor. Reminds me of the old days. Anyway, it worked. Let's move on. So, you're the woman they call Sienna. Oh, great. And Patras is here as well. How did you pay him? With the gold from our treasury, I guess. Wahaha. Almost slipped away. You have something that belongs to me. Norgant. Just give me the amulet and the money, and I'll let you live. I'll even refrain from handing you over to the Black Sun Gang. Ain't that nice? Bethusda stinks. Grab my belongings, Largry. That's not all of it, is there? Where's the amulet? Can't I keep it? It fits a lady much better. Sure you can, if you join my girls, that is. Tempting, but I think I'll have to decline. As expected. Largry, be done with it. Ah! My hand, that bitch! Sorry, my reflexes. Just you wait, Osric, got her. Step aside, Largry. Let a professional deal with them. Shut up, you stupid pudding. So you wield the sword of the Suma as well. A rare sight. They say these swords have a will of their own. And you hear them calling out to each other. Oh, now that you mention it, I can hear my sword calling out for some yellow. They are strong. Out of my sight, Osric. You're a failure. Hey, mercenary, how about you give me a hand? My man is missing one thanks to that woman. No matter what she paid, I'll pay you double. Why didn't you say so sooner? What are you doing? Wahaha, a mercenary follows the sound of a coin. Let this be a lesson to you, girl. You miserable. Good choice. You're crazy. I offered you gold. What kind of mercenary are you? If we changed sides every time someone flipped a coin, nobody would hire us anymore. Reputation is more important than gold. Nice. Let's get out of here. You will regret this. Ah, it hurts so much. I can't go on with this pain. You hear me, Sienna? You'll regret this. Thank you, Batra. You paid for it. Here, have the amulet back. Wait, this is not an amulet. It's a stone. Aha, are you talking about the amulet here? No one steals from the red succubus that easily, my dear. But when did you switch it? Switch? You've never had it to begin with. Let's continue. No, that's it. We've done our share. No way, you're supposed to accompany me to the Fear Woods. I didn't know we'd have to deal with Valandi's biggest band of thieves. This costs extra, and we don't think you have more money. We'll take our leave. Nonsense, you're kidding me. That's straight up theft. Is it? We thought nobody steals from the red succubus that easily. Toast to our reunion. I am so glad that nothing happened to you, Len. Glenn took care of me. Yeah, unconscious in your arms. Ha ha ha. Thank you for bringing him here safely. Well, the people of Valond helped me. Is it a good idea that we drink here? Shouldn't we be resting? Tormund is close. If it wasn't for the darkness of the night, we could reach it in no time. We have earned this break, right, Sienna? No need to ask me. I'm always available for a drink. I bet you can hold your liquor. You won't find out with just wine. Is that a challenge? Landlord, bring me your strongest liquor. Honestly, I prefer class. I can serve with both. This liquor here has the fine taste of an Arcadian predicate wine and the strength to knock down even a warrior from Baki. Excellent. I plan to travel to Baki in the future. Let me try it as well. Arlette, fetch the fruit lure. Would you please? Yes. But Blondie has had enough. What do you mean? Are you drunk? Watch out, I did not take a sip. I need to stay sober for Prince Len's sake. Oh my, Rob can't hold his liquor. He gets drunk just by smelling it. You see, we should go to sleep. Enough is enough. Don't get angry, Glenn. We have every reason to celebrate. The Kortara Mountains are behind us. Tomorrow, the reward awaits us. If they even have the information we're looking for, we can't be sure of that. Maybe we missed something in Farnsport. Worst case, we're paid in gold. This brings us one step closer to the return of the Band of the Iron Bull. Have you forgotten our priorities? Of course not, but without gold, we can't finance our search. We can't live on my family's money forever. Come down, both of you. If it's the alcohol doing the talking right now, then at least let it speak about more joyful things. Princess, are you well? Hick. It's too dangerous. We shouldn't go there. Hick. You are the most important person I have. Hick. Women like Sienna are just my type, but unfortunately she doesn't seem to have any interest. Remember, Glenn, it's important to recognize when your attempts are futile. Some men think that by being persistent, they are proving their love to the woman, but in reality, they are just creepy. Don't be creepy, Glenn. When I left the castle, I wanted to be sure not to make any naive mistakes. I knew my savings wouldn't last forever, and I would have to do hard, exhausting work that would push me to my limits. I was prepared for that tough world out there, or so I thought. But the real problem wasn't doing the hard work. The real problem was finding work to begin with. Rob and I almost starved to death. Fortunately, he found a job with the city guard and was able to finance us for a few months. Then a job opened up for me too. Rob was concerned that it might be too dangerous, but we did it anyway. We've had enough of dry bread and watery soup. This was the first instructive lesson for me after I left the castle. Usually, my daily life consists only of writing and traveling. Rarely do I get the pleasure of trying out my musical arts. Did you know that when I was a little boy, I was a traveling showman, and toured all over Eldrea with a troupe? Even as a child, I had a very deep voice and could delight the audience with it. When my magical talents was recognized, I was sent to the University of Nisa. My master, Bartholomew, suggested that I devote myself to musical magic. It was the perfect fit for me. If you want to make small talk, you're in the wrong place. But since I'm drunk, I can make an exception. Did you know I own an airship, the Himmelskaiser, and I even have a crew member? We traveled to Valandis because the Hogue was supposed to be anchored here, and our ship needed repairs. I had myself dropped off in Farnsport to earn a little money. Once the repairs were to be done after a couple of weeks, I was supposed to pick it up. I wish we had better timing. Then we could have flown to Tormund on the Himmelskaiser. That would have saved us the trouble. But fortunately, we are now through Kortara in one piece. I just hope this quest is worth the effort, because I have to get back to Farnsport somehow too. A scream. A strange one at that. Is something wrong? We heard someone screaming. Oh, that I didn't expect you to notice. What are you talking about? What happened out there? Well, I think I know what it was. How about you explain it to my friends, landlord? With pleasure. Follow me outside. The reason for this scream is this flower here. What do you mean? The flower can scream? If I pick one, yes, let me explain. As you know, there is a soul in every living being, whether animal, human, monster, or plant. It is developed differently depending on the being. A plant does not have much of it. A monster has a corrupt version. When a living being dies, the soul leaves the body and flows into the maelstrom, a vortex in which all the ether of this world is united. In this whirlpool, the soul dissolves and mixes with other souls. When a living being is born, a new soul forms in the whirlpool of ether and enters the body. It is an eternal cycle. These plants are very special. People here call them white roses because their true name is unknown in Volantis. It's actually called the Weeping Mary. It has a special characteristic in that when it dies, you can see how the soul leaves its body and disappears in thin air. It sounds like a human scream. How terrifying. And quite annoying for many farmers. You seem to have a soft spot for this plant. Your whole garden is full of them. The scream may be disturbing, but their appearance is beautiful. Did you hear that? What was that scream? Hick, princess. Where are you, princess? Let us draw the curtain for tonight. Many people find the soup disgusting, and if it is not prepared properly, they are right. One must remove the muddy taste of the toad by letting it swim alive in clear water. That's nonsense. Are you still drunk? It's the muddy taste that gives the toad soup the right aroma. Mud is nothing more than damp dirt. You don't mean to tell me that dirt carries taste. Hey, I've eaten both variations. Your toad soup lacks any taste. Alciana, have you slept well? Where is she? Who are you talking about? Len. She wasn't in her room. I thought she was out here. Are you talking about the young girl? She left the inn with the first ray of the morning. Seem to be in a hurry. What? But why would she not wait for us? That can't be true. She does not want to pay us off. I don't believe that. She did not seem particularly stingy. Maybe she has realized that you have not earned your reward. After all, she traveled half the way here only with the redhead. Whatever the reason may be, let's follow her. We should catch up with her quickly. Thanks for your hospitality. You are welcome anytime. Please visit us again soon. Fear Woods. Where? The first hikers from Kortara Mountains arriving so early. We must have slept at all the time birds. Indeed, we are on our way to Tormund. Our companion has gone ahead. Have you seen her? No, unfortunately not. Are you sure? Don't you want to know what she looks like to begin with? It's time in the morning. Only people from Tormund's direction pass by here. Nobody crosses the mountains in the dark. So if someone comes from your direction at this time of day, they probably slept at the White Rose Inn. I would have noticed someone passing by. Believe me. The village of Iden is close. We should ask there instead of interrogating this dubious figure. Haha, spit. Do what you want, but if your companion was a woman, you should hurry. What do you mean? Never mind. Just ramblings of a dubious figure. Farewell. Let us make haste. People say he was researching something forbidden and was run out of town. Can you believe it? I bet it has to do with human experimentation. Now he is a simple innkeeper. Or he wants us to think that. Can people really change? Keep away from the western part of Firewoods. Forest dragons can be found there. Living in the woods, they may have lost the ability to breathe fire, but they are still very dangerous. The continents of Eldrea form a ring. If you look at them in the form of a clock, from 1 to 4 o'clock you will find the continent of Vapen, the largest of the continents. Here not only the free cities share the landscape, but also the Arnsreich, the Republic of Dorven, and the city-state of Vati. In the far north, where the climate is harsh, live the High Brothers. This land of vast plains changes to the south into a large mountain range in Eldrea, Ramunda, before heading southwest to the temperate plains and southeast to the wild jungles of Vati. Continuing to follow the clock hand, between 4 and 7 o'clock you will find the elongated continent of Du. Due to old documents of drunken sailors, the continent has long been wrongly classified as a chain of islands. Here the Suna and the Hana population live in an eternal war, which was already instigated for the War of the Thousand Kingdoms. The peace treaty at the end of the Fifth Era, which was forced upon them, did not change much. Between 7 and 9 o'clock lies the continent of Brandion, which has been completely ruled by the Galthian Empire since time immemorial. Unfortunately, there is not much left of either the empire nor the continent itself, as they were completely devoured by the fungus. Between 9 and 11 lies Jador, which is dominated by the Doma Desert. Here lies the Empire of the Revolution to the south and Nabrelia to the north. At 12 o'clock we find our beautiful home, Valandis, too big to call it an island, too small for a continent. Finally, the island of Miranda exists in the middle of the ring. This ends the tour around our known world. Outside of the continents lie the Ring Sea, and what is outside of them nobody knows. Only the rock mass Pangaea in the north was discovered beyond the ring seas, but except for the coast, where the mighty Baki live, nothing is known about this place. There's only one forest bigger than the Firewoods in Valandis, the Inner Sanctum. It's forbidden to go there, and if you ask me, it's too dangerous as well. I heard fairies live there and play tricks on humans. My wife got some delicious coffee today. Would you like to try some? Yes, a gift coffee. A few months ago, a mob set up on for the old Dimebert. The reason was Elena, the daughter of our fisherman. She wanted to meet her fiancé and set out for the entrance to the Kortara Mountains. However, she never arrived there. She must have passed by the White Rose Inn, but Dimebert would not hear of it. He could have missed her, of course, but he was suspiciously sure she never passed there. People thought he was a strange guy anyway. The mob then turned his house upside down, but couldn't find anything. Need anything? come from old Dimebirds. Phew, I wouldn't want to spend a single night there. He's a strange fellow, and there are a lot of scary rumors about him. It started when he came to Aiden from Tormund. At that time, there was no inn here, but instead of opening one in the village, he moved closer to Cortara. I have a very bad feeling about this. This Dimebird, normally, I have a pretty good sense for a person's character, but I couldn't get much out of him. Do you think Len is possibly still there? You're not going to tell me that the guy kidnapped Len while I was sleeping next to her. My sleep is not very deep, I'll have you know. We don't know if he mixed anything into the drinks then. You can't be serious. Enough, we have to go back. He's right, if we are wrong about our assumptions, she will surely be able to manage the way to Tormund on her own. But if the rumors are true, let's head back. Dimebird. What is this place? Are these cells? We need to find Len fast. The experiment was a success. I was able to transfer a plant's ether into another plant. Its magical potential increases drastically, but that was only the easy part. The result of my experiments are astonishing. I was able to put the soul of a plant into a monster. Again, the magical potential increased. Unfortunately, the monster died. My colleagues will not like to hear it, but I have to change my test objects. Progress. The human test subject increased their medical abilities immensely, but similar to the monster, no one survived the experiment. However, I succeeded multiple times in embedding the human souls into plants. They survived the procedure and are blooming in white splendor throughout my garden. Princess! What did he do to you, Princess? She is unconscious, but otherwise fine. Let us take her and leave quickly. And straight into my trap. If only you had moved on to Tormund and not listened to the gossip of the villagers. You lazy piece of shit, I'll kill you. Do not waste your strength. The way I see it, we will spend the next few days having a good time together. If you think these bars will prevent you from slitting your throat, then I'm pretty sure they'll hold your anger. They've been tested several times, so calm down for now. And you are involved in these things as well, child. What is this all about? You know me as Dynbert, the landlord of this cozy inn, but I'm actually a former scientist from Tormund, and this here is my little laboratory. What sick shit have you been doing here? Yes, for centuries, the magical potential of all races have been declining from generation to generation. In a few decades, nobody will be able to cast magic anymore. My goal is to tickle out this potential. For this reason, you're abducting people. If I can infuse several souls into one living being, I might raise its magical potential tremendously. So I developed a procedure to catch and infuse souls. I obviously needed test subjects though. I started with flowers, but eventually switched to monsters, then humans. Unfortunately, I forgot one thing. A soul is not only a collection of ether, it is a collective conscious of a living being. With a soul, I transfer not only ether, but also personalities and memories. It's like a second identity would enter the body. The highly developed human mind broke immediately. It went insane. Theoretically, it was a success. The magical potential increased. If it had not killed itself, its body would have endured the strain and would still be alive. Can you believe it? You did this? Len, you're awake. I already thought their screams sounded differently. The weeping mares in your garden. Are they human souls are infused into flowers? Only some of them, I must add. The ether makes them bloom even prettier. You're mad. A fully developed human mind that can see, hear and feel, trapped inside a flower, the pride of everything. Nobody noticed the disappearance of so many people? Most people here are travelers whose home are far away, and the Kortara Mountains are not considered very safe. If once a month a person disappears, no one would think anything of it. But I must confess, maybe I overdid it a bit. The people of Iden got suspicious. Alright, thanks for answering my questions. In retrospect, I shouldn't have asked, so let's stop it here. You'll pay now. And how will you do this, How? You don't actually think such a lousy look could keep me in, do you? After them, I will never forgive this man. Then, are you able to walk? Yes, I'm fine. I'm just at a loss for words. And save them for now. Huff, huff, huff. Damn it, how did this happen? Where do you think you're going, child? Stop right there. Dimebert. Curses. There's nowhere left, you monster. Your abominable deeds will have an end now. Pa, Arlette, to me. The girl? What are you waiting for? Go, or you'll get a beating. His magical potential, impossible. Well, now you're at a loss for words, aren't you? Arlette is the only one who's survived the infusion of countless souls. You're not serious. I swear to you, shitface, you'll never get out of here alive. You do not decide that. Go, Arlette, show them your power. Huff huff. What is this, Arlette? That can't be all you've got. It's over, Lambert. You brat, you're useless. Stop. Ah. What are you doing? Not the flowers, stop it. My precious flowers. Ah! She lives. Her wounds are severe. I can only treat them temporarily. We have to bring her to a doctor. But are we doing her a favor? It is not for us to decide. Even in times of peace, one is not spared from the cruelty of man. If you think this was a particularly cruel example, then you haven't experienced much of the world yet. Are you telling me that this is a common story to tell at the campfire? No, it's a common story to withhold at the campfire. There, that should do it. We have to go. Let's take her to Iden. The doctor will take care of her. Poor girl. I can't fathom what she has been through. Thanks for solving the problem with Dimebert. There was a lot of gossip about him, but nobody would have thought that such cruelties were committed on his property. I must thank you as well. My daughter, Elena, was probably one of his victims. She disappeared without a trace a few moons ago. That didn't suit her at all. When I think about what he did to her, we will leave for the White Rose Inn right away and take care of his property. I just wish I could strangle this monster with my own hands. Now shut up. Can't a person here drink his ale in peace? Hick. Sorry, we will be quieter. The volume is not even the problem, Dollface, but the content. He is talking crap. I can't listen to that. What do you mean? Please avoid the conversation. This is General Godfrey of Taran. Usually he comes here for a drink because the constant rain in Tormund depresses him too much. Or so he says. He is not to be joked with. I do not know him. He must be new. And we shouldn't get to know him. Remember, Matthew, keep your identity a secret until we are in Tormund. It's not far away. This Dimebert, or what he was called, wanted to change the world. He wanted to accomplish great deeds. This is admirable. Didn't you hear what he was doing? Of course I did. Do you know how many people stand in the way of progress and are crushed every day? The weak just die, no different to the good old-fashioned war. How can... Now be quiet. Hey, what are you trying to tell me, huh? You don't agree with me? Do you want to claim that the life of your daughter weighs more than progress? Killian, hold yourself back. Even if you beat him up and we run away, the village will surely feel the consequences. Just father another daughter. It can't be that hard for you. You're breeding like a rabbit. You probably remember the gutter where you fell upon her mother for the first time. Find a new victim there. You asshole. What did you say? Who do you think you're talking to? Glenn. I'm sorry. What have you done? He will take revenge on the entire village. Can this day get any worse? He's asleep. Thank God, and you... I'm grateful for Dimebert, but please leave now. If we're lucky, he will have forgotten everything when he wakes up. First this, Dimebert, then General for Godfrey. What's wrong with these people? Well, people have the potential to be as angels, and yet often they choose to act like demons. But we must not let it get us down. It is our job to make the world a better place. That's why we have to rebuild our group, Glenn. Let us move on. We leave the village to the north. Are you well, Raphael? I heard a demon attacked the banquet. Aye, I only got a few scratches from it. As a relief, you're needed here. His Holiness is behaving strangely. How so? He closed half of the churches in southern Pangaea and almost all orphanages in the Free Cities. Can you imagine the chaos that is going on right now? The citizens are terrified. They are losing their faith. He has his reasons. Only I do not see these reasons. I've already spoken to Sir Domin Inquisitor Eva, don't worry so much. This blade serves to judge the heretics. It has no other function. This topic does not fall within your jurisdiction. We are the swords of the church. You don't have to tell me that. But if I do not know His Holiness' targets, where do I strike? A sword does not need to see. It must be guided by a steady hand. Then it can find its targets. His Holiness knows what he's doing. Inquisitor Wyatt. He is awaiting us. Come. We'll talk another time. Look at that, Raphael. Why are you back? There were complications. I had to... Yes. I have already heard of it. A demon or something. Have you forgotten your orders? You are the most reliable sword I have at hand, and therefore it hurts me all the more that you return so early. Forgive me, Your Holiness. I will leave for Valandis immediately. It is in good hands with me. Under my supervision, the church will be able to expand even further. Why Valandis, if I may ask, Your Holiness? Valandis is a swamp of the wicked. As you know, war has been raging there for years. It is time that we show the pagans the true way. Let Raphael see to it that we gain a foothold there. Marcus now receives you. Oh great, you three come along with me. There we have the reason for our red numbers, His Holiness himself. Watch your tongue, unlike you, I have a reputation to keep. You cannot blame the bad business on him alone. I can't. The church division is squandering money all over the place. Soldiers, churches, priests, orphanage. And do you know in how many countries people still pay taxes? Almost nowhere. And I hear that you have had to close several locations. Where does the money you save go? It's probably running away from you. You make it easy for yourself. We may not make a direct profit, but the success of all your departments is based on our work. We are the ones who civilize the barbarians. We turn monkeys into men so that they are able to use your tools and throw money into your purses. Without the church, you are nothing. Hear, well spoken. Enough. Stop it, altogether. His Holiness certainly has good reason to close some of his locations. I trust him. He is the foundation of our faith. I tolerate no disrespect. Forgive me, my lord. But it is time for results. I read the report from Valandis. Inquisitor Raphael, I trust you will be returning shortly. I will do so tonight, my lord. Normally, no beast would scare me away, but this red-eyed demon was in a league of its own. Red-eye, you say? My lord? Please come closer. The rest of you, leave the room. My lord. Closer, kneel down. My lord? You actually met her there, did you not? What do you mean, my lord? The Holy Mother, she is in Valandis. Can that be? Does fate bring them together? I do not quite understand. From now on, you are under my direct command. But my fate binds me to His Holiness. And it will stay this way, Raphael. Listen to me. Your mission remains basically unchanged. But beyond that, you have two things to do for me. First, somewhere in Valandis lies the grave of Lady Reyna. You must find it. The grave of Lady Reyna? But even more importantly is that you bring the Holy Mother to me. She has returned. You met her at the banquet. She is Princess Celestia Valkyria of Terra. Bring her to me, Raphael. She is the foundation of our faith and our company. A very long time ago, when Eldrea was still divided into thousands of kingdoms and wars raged in every corner, an abysmal evil appeared. It is said that it was created out of the suffering, despair and hatred of the mankind. Within 7 days, it plunged the world into a sea of flames, inexorably extinguishing life almost everywhere. No weapons existed that could destroy it. Eldrea seemed lost. However, with the power of the one God and under the guidance of the Holy Mother, the evil could be seen. Until today, it sleeps in its cage, waiting for its chance. The arrival of the Holy Mother is a sign. The time for the final battle draws near. Raphael, we stand at the crossroads of destiny. It is your task that we follow the light on the right path. You are responsible for the future of this world.